Indeed, trying to find ourselves a hero in the morning time, ain't nothing wrong with that. Not even on a Wednesday morning, the 24th day of the month of November. A wonderful good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Waking up with the sound of classic in the morning time and the sound of Bette Melder. Did anybody ever tell you that you are their hero? Or are you aware that you're somebody's hero? So that we never really could quite be certain. But the song says, I can fly it higher than an eagle because you are the wind beneath my wings. A wonderful good morning. I'm Joseph Cadore, and thanks for choosing classic in the morning time. Those of you here at home, across the region, in other parts of the diaspora, indeed, it's a wonderful, yes, really wonderful Wednesday morning, notwithstanding how you may feel physically. It's a great, great day, and there's a lot in store for you. You just need to push beyond your current circumstances, the way you feel, to what you see in front of you, and think beyond and think, yes, I can, and adopting a positive mental attitude on a Wednesday morning. We start today off by jumping straight into our vocabulary, and we're taking it from Merriam-Webster dictionary. The word of today, which is an adjective today, and the word is audacious. Audacious. A-U-D-A-C-I-O-U-S. And audacious mean daring. So in the context of a mountain climber, you could be an audacious mountain climber, or an audacious hiker, or reckless, bold, rash, as with an audacious maneuver, or in the context of law, if you're insolent, you're a maverick, you're one of those renegade types. Yes, and then audacious could be marked by originality, an audacious experiment. The word of the day, audacious, A-U-D-A-C-I-O-U-S. And in the different forms of how you if it's audaciously, that's the adverb, and audaciousness would be the noun. Yes? So, but the word audacious, an adjective, A-U-D-A-C-I-O-U-S. That's the word in the morning time. As you add to, we expand our vocabulary in the morning. From the vocabulary, we look at the thought of the day as we expand ourselves, take ourselves to the next limit. Finding it hard to forgive? And that's my question this morning. Are you finding it hard to forgive? You're feeling like they stole something from you? Well, consider this. Until you forgive, they are still stealing from you. Yes. Until you forgive, they will continue to steal from you because you are empowering them and you've given them the power to do so. And I know you're probably still trying to grasp it, right? You're still trying to grasp it. While you do this, I share with you another thought of the day. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your entire world, and note, your entire world seems to be falling apart. Your entire world seems to be upset. Your entire world seems to be losing their cool. Always stay calm. Stand still, and see your salvation of the God your Lord yet to come. Easy today. So you have to talk to yourself, and you should allow yourself to do that. Just talk to yourself in the morning time as you keep your eyes at the clock, 21 minutes onto the hour. Thoughts for the day. I also share with you your health tips for the day. And today it's about staying calm, understanding the glory and the benefits of keeping yourself intact. Calm minds bring inner strength and self-confidence. So that's very important for good health. I'm not sure if you ever consider what happens when you get all anxious and it gets you agitated. Your blood pressure goes up. You get agitated. You can't find yourself. You wake up in the morning. You can't figure out up nor down. You go to work. You're cranky. You're non-productive. Today, I want you to stay calm, because calm minds brings inner strength and self-confidence. So that's very important for your good health, mental health in particular, especially as you go through COVID and we deal with so many of the issues on a daily basis. You want to be able to be in a good frame of mind to address those daily demands. Well, while we're on the subject of COVID, certainly we take a look at the dashboard, and as for yesterday, we had 2 new cases, and total active cases 56, and we had 3 recoveries. And what continues to be particularly striking is that the numbers in the death column, it remains where it has been for almost a week plus now, and that is good. It's good. It means we have turned the corner a bit, and we are doing what we have to do. Probably being much more cognizant, being aware of what we need to do, taking care for ourselves, and being proactive in dealing with the challenges of COVID-19. While you did remember that there were a number of locations around the country that you can go and get your self-checked out. The National Stadium for one, the National Stadium for one, the Guelph Polyclinic, all of the health centers across the nation, they are available so that you can check yourself out. If you went to the Guelph Polyclinic, they remind you every day that you have to use the top entrance. You have to use the top entrance, and there is the National Stadium. There is Dr. Martin's office between 8 and 2 on Monday to Friday. And also he's also available on Saturdays from 9 until 2 p.m. Going through the day today, reminding you that the Ministry of Fisheries, yes, the Fisheries Division, they continue their licensing and exercise the licensing and inspection exercise, yes, that continues today. So you want to keep that in mind. I give you more information as to where the team is going to be as the day progresses. We're getting ready for the morning edition. It's 17 minutes on to the hour. The morning edition, a production of our news and current affairs department. But I want to go through and encourage you as you go through this day that you keep a positive mental attitude, as we adopt and we embrace the positive and we eliminate the negatives from our lives. Reminding you this morning that there are some people, they make you vain and bitter. They will make you vain and bitter. So what do? You try to avoid them. But in the same token, don't allow anybody to hold you hostage today by continuing to allow them to feed off of you because of unforgiveness. Let them go. Let them go. They are not worth it. They are not worth it. They are certainly not worth it. So, free them. Free your spirit today and do that which you have to do. For those of you that's in television, we give you get a repeat of some of the top stories from the last evening's newscast. For what's our plan for the day, I'll be back with you on television on the other side of the clock. That's sometime around 15 minutes past the 7, when we'll be linking up with the folks from instead of NIS. NIS, they have some really, really great news, exciting news. They've revamped their website. They have a new portal, really great news from the NIS team. So the Public Relations Officer Kamel Gibbs and the IT team, they will be joining us to talk about that. And then we'll also be linking up at 7:45 for webcam, the traffic cam that is, with Just Cool Media. At 9 o'clock, to the point, my guest this morning will be Senator Simon Steele, and we'll be looking at a review from COP26 and the whole climate change conversation that takes place at the top of the hour. For those of you that's headed out for 7 o'clock or on your way, you've already left, we continue to manage a clock with you. 60 minutes on to the hour. The morning edition, it comes up next, right here on Classic in the morning time.
Exactly 7 days after GBN aired the concerns of the residents of Telescope St. Andrew on their uneasiness with the recent happenings at the Telescope Quarry owned by Grenada Gravel, Concrete and Emulsion Production Company, government officials decided to clear the air on their plans for the area. Let's get the details in this Rena Per Thomas report.
In giving an update on the telescope quarry, Minister for Infrastructure Development Nolan Cox says that after over 10 years of unproductivity, the facility may soon be back up and running with new investors. According to the minister, the government saw it necessary to lease the facility to interested investors after seeing a high demand of aggregates in the local and regional markets. Since March of this year, various parties have presented proposals for the leasing of the telescope quarry, but after deliberation by government, one potential company was selected. The minister says that while this is so, the agreement between the company and government has not been finalized.
We have not finalized as yet. There is no signed lease as yet. We believe that is appropriate then to make the necessary announcements to the public, because you don't want to announce that somebody's coming and then negotiations fall through and you look somewhat ridiculous in the end. But I would think it's fair to the community too of Telescope to meet with them as well once we have those matters finalized.
Last Tuesday, residents of Telescope expressed their restlessness on the operations of the quarry after waking up to see the erection of no entry signs and the request that they remove all animals from grazing on the site. They said while they welcomed investors, it is unfair that they were not informed on the matter and how it will affect them.
I just hear they're doing work in the quarry there. And I don't really know what's going on. All I hear is that them Trini and them coming back to take over the place and all kind of things. So I see vehicles just going in and out. I see all kind of things going down there. Like they put it down on the ground and all this kind of thing. I see truck coming and jogging out chipstone.
So I said, well, I didn't hear anybody say that there was selling or renting out the quarry. So it's just new to me, right in the area here.
And what is, the government is saying to the resident of Telescope? Are we people too? Are we Grenadians? Yes, we are Grenadians, So then when things are taking place in our community, where a foreign investor coming to invest in our country, we as a resident supposed to know what is taking place.
Minister Cox is optimistic that once the agreement is made, the entire community of Telescope will benefit in many ways.
In terms of getting the quarry back up and running, so that you create some significant economic activity for that community in terms of creating jobs, a number of things. We are also currently looking at the road entering the quarry. Scope is being prepared to have that roadway even redo as well. So that is where we are. I believe hopefully within the next week or two, once negotiations go through smoothly, we will make an announcement, and also I believe it's appropriate for us to meet with the committee members first to update them on what is taking place.
According to inside sources, the company seeking to lease the Telescope quarry is Hanover Construction Company Limited, based in Trinidad, which is somewhat connected to the Mount Hartman quarry. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
The most important climate change conference since the 2015 Paris Agreement, says Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment Simon Steele. Minister Steele, who recently returned from Glasgow, says COP26 sought to operationalize what was negotiated in Paris and enforce those agreements on how to manage climate change. Gerard Joseph has that story.
Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, Senator Simon Steele, says Grenada was a leader in discussions on the head table as major achievements were reached, including the historic move to phase down the use and production of coal, as well as the support via financial subsidies for fossil fuels.
Where we were disappointed was the area of loss and damage. And loss and damage speaks to those areas that go beyond adaptation. A hurricane, we cannot stop a hurricane, but what we can do is minimize the losses that are incurred during such an event, and how we can accelerate our recovery coming out of that. and the resources that are required to enable us to address that, including some of the slow onset impacts such as sea level rise. This is, again, a highly contentious issue. Developed countries who are responsible for the challenges that we face are reluctant to move this agenda forward. We were able to progress that agenda, but not to the level vulnerable countries, developing countries wanted.
Still says keeping the target of 1.5 degrees Celsius alive is a major decision coming from COP26, and it boils down to the actions countries around the world have to take to reduce global warming above pre-existing industrial levels.
Currently global warming is currently at 1.1 degrees. Remember, that magic number is 1.5, but we're on a trajectory to actually hitting 2.7 degrees by the end of this century, which will be devastating not only for us, but for all countries.
He notes significant to the climate conference are the effects climate change has had on developing and vulnerable nations such as Grenada compared to the 20 countries that contribute 80% of greenhouse gas emissions. The minister said that while the problem lies with these countries, so too the resources to tackle the issues of climate change.
But recognizing that target 1.5 with universal acceptance of that was a major step forward. The call for greater ambition, greater action by all, recognizing the science was a critical component. There are some countries that are more progressive, far more aware as to what is happening and what needs to be done than others, but there was almost universal acceptance of the science and the actions that are required.
Minister Steele says the doubling of adaptation finance up to $40 billion for countries such as Grenada, which is one of the two elements critical to taking action, was one of the important decisions taken at COP26. Mitigating the effects of climate change is the next key element. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund funded South St. George Water Supply and Wastewater Improvement Project is estimated to begin at the end of the first quarter or the start of the second quarter of 2022. The project involves several upgrades and expansions of water supply networks and treatment of sewage to cover the entire south of the island. Gerard Joseph once again.
The expansion of the Concord water supply network to the south of Grenada, as far as Point Celine and Sanders, Grenada, is estimated to cost $12 million. The project seeks to address an area of challenge for NAWASA in servicing the hotel belt among other businesses and households, which consumes the most water in the country. Planning and Development Manager at NAWASA, Y.M. Cox, says the expansion of the Concord water supply network seeks to alleviate the burdens of the Annandale water supply plant,
which is stretched to its limits, and of course, given our vulnerability to climate change and rainfall during the rainy season, we just don't have sufficient water to supply the demands at the south.
Cox says the project is expected to create interruptions to traffic as they intend to extend the Concord network through the Stendhal Tunnel onto the Carenage and down to the south.
The project would also see the upgrade, of course, of the Concord water treatment plant, and I mean, for obvious reason, if we want to send more water down south, then we need to upgrade the capacity of the plant to do so. He notes that the project also entails a sewage expansion component, whereby the Lagoon Road sewage network will be incorporated into an upgraded St. George's sewage network. This project also has a component to provide NAWASA with a roadmap for sewage treatment. As it stands now, we don't treat the sewage that is collected. We, as an organization, prudent as we are, identify that limitation. NAWASA's Planning and Development Manager says, historically, the untreated sewage is normally collected and pumped out into the sea via two outflows. The system is now being modernized to consider environmental issues. As we say, appreciate these issues and how they affect the environment. And I mean, granted, we could argue that to date, what we do is by no means impacting our shoreline, our coastline, because we are forever doing monthly samples and tests, and so just to ensure that what's happening is not impacting our coastline areas.
The project is at the final stage of the feasibility study before the final reviews with NASA and implementing agency, the Caribbean Development Bank. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Aggressive contact tracing continues to identify individuals who are in direct contact with crew aboard one of Grenada's inter-island ferries. The tally is slowly rising as health officials in Carriacou leave no stones unturned in unveiling the recent exposure to COVID-19 on the sister islands. Gerard Joseph has that story.
One additional case has been recorded on the sister isle of Carriacou following the emergence of a small cluster of COVID-19 cases. The latest case, according to health officials, is a family member of the crew from the Dolly Sea. Health Minister Nicholas Steele says there are 20 tests pending related to the cluster, with more to be tested on Tuesday. It brings the total to 10 cases related to crew members of the Dolly Sea.
Tests done as of yesterday were 104. There were 3 positive. 2 of those were associated with that cluster. 1 other is not associated with that cluster. Contact tracing has been done or is being done with that 1 other case.
The health minister says it is not a case of officials on the mainland dropping their guards as the vessel first docked at the St. George port from Trinidad before continuing its journey to Carriacou.
With respect to the dropping of the guards, no. The protocols were being followed on our end. Individuals working on, or the crew of inter-island ferries had made an agreement and confirmed with both governments, Trinidad and Grenada, that they would stay on board their vessels because trade had to be facilitated. It would not be practical that every time a vessel went from Grenada to Trinidad to come back up, that the crew had to quarantine for the 5 days.
Steele says government may have to give serious considerations to implementing requirements for port workers and crew members of boats to be fully vaccinated.
But I think what has to change, what has to be recognized here, is that inter-island trade must continue, and as such we must make sure that it is as safe as possible. And therefore, quite likely, the requirement that all crew members are fully vaccinated, and that all individuals within our ports in Trinidad, ports in Grenada, are fully vaccinated, so we protect our citizens and those who are using those port facilities as best as possible.
He, however, reiterates that there were no breaching protocols on entry to mainland Grenada, whereby the crew is tested pending the results are released to ensure the efficiency of inter-island trade. Based on the risk, Minister Steele says further ease in restrictions will be given within the realms of border control and fully vaccinated visitors. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The month of November is about to end and the official Christmas season is rolling through. But due to the impact of COVID-19, will families be celebrating Christmas as usual? GBN's Rena Pear-Thomas put that question to people on the streets of St. George today.
Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed primarily on December 25th as a religious and cultural celebration among billions of people around the world. Over the past 2 years, Christmas was not celebrated to the fullest by many Grenadians due to COVID-19. The virus changed the way in which many celebrated the season, whether it's through a financial cut or how we celebrate and congregate with families and friends for the holidays. GBN News crew journeyed to the town of St. George and asked several people about their plans for the 2021 Christmas holiday and what they will like to see happen.
There's a normal thing, just eat and be merry and be thankful. Because I was a survivor of COVID, I had COVID, so I just had to be thankful for being alive.
I'm a land in Mount Chich and I'm trying to get a little loan from the corona thing. I go by GBC, everybody turning me down, so like I have no plan for the Christmas. All my Persians staying on the ground and spot I trying to get a vehicle, and all we have come out ministry all about nobody helping me, so like my plans, I kind of no plan for the Christmas.
Well, I see that. I used to do tours and no boat. Well, I shouldn't say no boats, but the system that is in place and getting work. And a lot of little different things, but we know it's due to the COVID situation, So I just hoping that as we go along, that things go be better.
Plan as I come on holiday is to eat cake, drink rum, eat ham, all this kind of thing for Christmas and have fun. That is my plan for the Christmas. And family around, gather around, cook up because I like to cook and I like to eat, as you can see. So that is my plan for the Christmas.
For Grenada to really grow, little is much when God is in it. So I think that if people who have businesses, they don't have to have a lot, because even myself, I'm not like a working person, but sometimes I would get assistance from my landlord. Sometimes I would come in sometimes and feed the less fortunate. The least you do for Jesus, it's precious in his sight. And I would say the persons who have reach out to the people who don't have, and then this Christmas would be a very blessed Christmas.
I have no plans in them because COVID have me undercover.
Well, it might be a little different of the income, because a lot of challenges for people concerning the bills and the income. A lot of people lost their job, so getting little things might be a little hectic, but Grenadians, they go still fight in the end and make it a memorable one.
Though it's still early for Christmas, some families eager to usher in the Christmas holiday and have their Christmas decorations and lights up already in various communities, putting a spark of the Christmas spirit in the air. For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
3 months into operation, Spice Fashion and Designs Cooperative Limited Management is beaming with pride at its accomplishments. Located at Pearl St. Andrew, the garment factory, according to its manager, is like no other, as it proudly displays its latest line of products just in time for Christmas. Chrislina John took a tour of the facility on Tuesday and filed this report.
Looking to have your Christmas curtains custom made? There is a place where you can do so. Since opening its doors to the public in August this year, the team of trained and certified staff of 21 have been engaged in the manufacture of different types of garments, ranging from school uniforms for every school on the island, curtains, throw pillows, tablecloths, and cushion cases, among others. This establishment falls under the Ministry of Youth Development, with all support provided by government in terms of material, machinery, and salary. General Manager at the plant, Madeline Batiste, says the requests coming in are overwhelming.
First of all, it was initiated by the government of Grenada, and I must say thank you very much to the government of Grenada for coming up with this great idea. I believe it's a great idea that our youths can get themselves employed and give them the opportunity to manage what they can do best. Well, as you see, we are in the teething stages and we are very busy. We started doing the school clothing, like school clothes, and we are now doing some soft furnishing in the form of Christmas curtain, tablecloths, throw pillows, and I can tell you we cannot supply as we speak.
They have had to make adjustments for a new setting, so says productions manager Onika Clark. After 2 years of training, she says they are prepared for the task and are pushing forward.
It's been a long journey. We've come a long way from where we was a couple years back to now. We have improved. We went through all our training. Most of us are seamstresses at home, and we've never dealt with the factory settings before, so we got training in that, and we had to readjust ourselves as everyday new styles come out, so we are improving ourselves. You can get school uniforms, curtains, throw pillows, tablecloths. If you want a customized outfit, you can also get that. We do BSM work clothes attire, anything, school bags, pencil case, we do everything.
Daniba Lessie, president of the cooperative, says her role is to ensure the smooth running of the cooperative board. Presently, the organization is seeking interested persons to become members of the cooperative to make their interests known. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force say there will be a no-tolerance policy for the selling and use of fireworks for the Yuletide season. In speaking on GBN's To The Point program, ACP Frank Foray and Inspector Kenneth Stanislaus remind the public that these items are illegal and can be very dangerous. More in this report.
Officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force are concerned with the increase in the unauthorized and illegal use of scratch bombs, fireworks, and other pyrotechnics items during the Christmas season. Inspector Kenneth Stanislaus of the Special Services Unit Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force explained that over the years there was a great level of compliance by the population when it came to the use of fireworks, but this has changed over the years. He spoke of some of the dangers associated with it.
Definitely. Fire is one of the things that we will see happening if we do not use or deploy those pyrotechnics in a safe environment. So prior to even setting up the fire, you will have to do a survey as to the area where you intend to deploy those projectiles. And definitely anything that is in close proximity that might be easily or flammable, you will have to take that into consideration, and that will be an absolute no-no in terms of deploying the firearms in that particular spot.
While no one has been arrested or charged for violating the laws when it comes to illegal use of pyrotechnics, Officer Stanislaus said strict warnings have been made to individuals. He said persons can be charged up to $100,000 for violating the law when it comes to the use of pyrotechnics.
So the penalty varies, but it could be fined as from $1,500 to up to maybe $100,000+. It depends on the usage of it, the amount, and the damages that may have occurred as a result of setting out this fireworks. So when we weigh the penalties, I don't think it makes sense taking the chance to deploy those pyrotechnics.
ACP Frank Foray is also calling on parents to be vigilant with their children this holiday season, as they can be seriously injured by these items.
Monitor the kids around this time of the year. And any object they may seems to be some form of explosive item or pyrotechnics. Call the police and or turn it into us, because this could be a danger for the children as well, because they don't know exactly how to handle this thing safely.
Both Officer Foray and Stanislaus advised the general public that in order to import or use pyrotechnics in Grenada, they will first need to obtain a license from the RGPF. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Here's Rena Pear-Thomas once again as she has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter, as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
A group of concerned citizens gathered at the Attorney General's office last Thursday seeking a repeal of Regulation 10 in relation to COVID-19 vaccines. We brought this story, and you, our online listeners, took to the comment section to air your views. Joyce Rodloof said, if masks and lockdowns and shots haven't worked so far, why do you think more masks and more lockdowns and more shots will work? Ken John commented, that's a very good move, you guys. You really need to stand up. No one, regardless, should be treated inhumane. Marvin wrote, they ain't no is orders from the big nations. We are third world countries are following. No matter what government in power, they will have to follow these orders or face the backlash for rebelling. Hazard said they very well know where the orders are coming from. They're standing up for our rights. Not enough of us are putting in the work. And finally, John comment, the Attorney General is supposed to be neutral, and when there's a breach of any law, he or she needs to step in. That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Are you
looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Life's moving moments don't always work as planned. That emotional hug during the graduation ceremony, sudden sightings of old schoolmates during a shopping trip, things can go a little off track quickly. With 15-way voice and video calls, group chats with up to 1,000 persons, and free messaging, Bib helps you share the happiness and be prepared whenever life hits. Keep the good times going. Share it on Bib. Bib, more than just a messaging app. Download Bib today.
We want you to get ready. The whole of the Tri-Island for the housing census 2021. Yeah, this is a call to the nation. I have some information. It's important. I want everyone join us in support of the census. So come here, let's count the population to give the right amount with it. You and boy, the entire public, your support, we really need it. AI, starting from the 15th of September, help us count every number. Yeah, to improve the life of the people, we need information, calling out to the nation. We don't want to leave anyone out. So for we can the statistics, you got to partake in it. Yeah, cause the nation depend on you, on you, on you. Grenada depend on you, on you, on you. Caribou depend on you. Hey, pity Matlick too. We need all of you. Yeah.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going.
continue breastfeeding after an emergency or disaster. Breast milk provides all the nutrients your baby needs for the first 6 months of life. Breastfeeding is safest for babies at a time when water may be limited and unsafe. No need to worry about mixing formula. Breast is best. Forget the rest. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from PAHO.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
State-of-the-art Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
EC Polymer Notes, our new money.
Here's how you can detect genuine EC polymer notes. Feel. Polymer notes feel smoother than the material from which paper notes are made. Also, the front of each note has raised bumps at the top left-hand corner. These bumps form shapes that are familiar to you. Look for the clear window at the front and back of each note. This window allows you to see through the notes. If you hold the notes up to the light, you'll see the value of the note in an area of plain colored print. Tilt. A holographic foil is on the $100, $50, and $20. The images move and their colors change when you tilt the notes. Remember, detecting genuine EC polymer notes is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Feel, look, and tilt.
EC Polymer Notes. Cleaner, safer, stronger.
Feel good facts.
Help prevent cold and flu by washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. That's the time it takes to remove most germs. No soap and water? No worries when you've got alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
This is a plastic bag. From February 1st, these bags are not to be used when shopping for food. So here's what you should do. Refuse plastic. Instead, bring your own reusable shopping bags and say goodbye to plastic. Choose to refuse plastic. Walk with your reusable shopping bags and help protect pure Grenada from plastic pollution. A message from the Ministry of Climate Resilience.
18 minutes gone past the hour in the morning time. We take the music down as we say welcome back to our viewers on television. That's GBN's Channel 7, Channel 11, and Channel 20. Good morning also to those of you that's joining us via the World Wide Web at www.gbn.gd, or you're probably on our Facebook page, YouTube channel. Welcome back. Your boy JC here with you on a Wednesday morning. It's the 24th day of the month of November. Well, I did promise you we had some exciting news coming up later on in the morning, and there's some things when you have it, you just can't keep it in the dark for too long, because the wonderful folks inside of the National Insurance Scheme, they've got some really great news that's coming soon. It's the new website and web portal, and I'm telling you, it takes them into a new frontier. But I'm not here to talk much about that, because I have two wonderful individuals. My dear old pal Dwayne Noel, the man that keeps the IT system running inside of there as smooth and silk as everything else, and then the voice and face of the NIS, their Public Relations Officer, Camille Gibbs. My two wonderful folks, good morning and welcome to the program. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing just fine, and I admire your vocabulary.
I wonder why.
Good morning. Thank you for having us here, and indeed it's a pleasure being with you on the GBN Airways this morning.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Folks, I know it's exciting news, and it's all about to happen. New things are happening for the NIS, a new look, a new feel, redesigning the website, a new portal. Lisa, I know you're excited about it. You can't wait. Talk to me about the great news that you have for the Grenadian public.
Okay, a very pleasant morning to all your listeners and viewers. Now, the National Insurance Scheme, we're really elated to announce what we have been working on just for you, our contributors, our employers, and for the general public. So we would like to announce our upcoming launch of our new web portal and new website. Now, this has come about after several months of intense effort on the part of our NIS team and also our service providers. So we would like to let the public know that this launch will be done next Tuesday, 10 a.m., and all are invited. Our new web portal highlights a range of new features that would really benefit and make interacting and doing business with the NIS a lot easier and more convenient for our customers.
Indeed it will. So there is the portal, and there is the new look and new feel of the website, Lisa. So let's talk about the website first.
The website, we have a brand new website that we are going to launch. So you would have a total new look. It would be much easier to navigate, whether it's on your phone, your tablet, your computer. And on the website will be a link to our new web portal. Also hosted on our website is a live chat feature that we will continue with. It's an instant communication to the NIS. So you can communicate in real time with a customer service agent. So once you go on to our website, www.nisgrenada.org, there's a green box. That's the live chat app right at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Once you click on it and you start entering your information and you click submit, immediately a customer service agent will respond to you.
And one thing I must say, Lisa, while you at it though, I must say that I got an opportunity to interface, and I want to say this publicly because I know Dwayne and Lisa would not forgive me, neither would the team inside of NIS if I did say I didn't admit that. I got a chance yesterday to interface with that new online chat. I want to tell you, it was instant. It was instant. They literally blew me away. I wasn't even finishing stroking the last keys yet, and I see somebody started to respond already, and I was like, wow. So when they tell you it is instantaneous response, that's not an exaggeration at all. So
In addition, just a bit more on the website, we have much more information that we have now included on our benefits, on loans, etc. A lot of additional information that we encourage persons to go on and view. Also, under our loan information, we've also added a loan calculator. A lot of times persons want a loan, they want to know, well, how much they would qualify for, the interest rate. They want to know, well, how much would I have to pay back every month? There's a simple loan calculator there where you add in, you input the amount that you want to borrow, and it will do some calculations for you.
With all of this, team, certainly there comes a lot of advantages to it. Move to an era of paperless benefits claims. You can do contribution status check, a whole lot of things, Camille.
So yes, so that takes me to the web portal. So I would now turn over to the IT manager who would highlight for you some of the exciting and new features that would be available on our brand new web portal.
Dwayne, it's all up to you. The guys that we don't normally get to interface with, IT folks normally prefer to sit in the back and click away all day. Boy, you couldn't dodge this one today, could you?
I tried, I couldn't. So again, thanks again, and good morning, listeners. And Ms. Camille indicated, what we've been trying to do is to improve each year all of the features and the services that we offer to the public. And she touched on the website. Now, we had a website before, and it's a constant improvement as to what we're able to provide to persons and the functionalities. So that is one of the reasons why we chose to revamp the website and put on additional information and additional services and more user-friendly. Now, as you move to the web portal, and we see the need for the web portal so much more now with the pandemic, that the initiatives that we took just seem to fall in place so nicely with assisting us to navigate through this pandemic. And before I even touch on the benefits of the web portal, when we looked at it, we sent out our normal procurement process in terms of sending out the bids to get persons to do this web portal, and we were happy to see the result that it's a local company that was able to develop the web portal. Many times you see overseas talent, and it's happy to know that it's happy to see the local talent being able to produce such wonderful results. And then we also had several stakeholder meetings with the customers, the employers, the representatives from the medical the doctors, to hear from them. At the end of the day, we wanted the web portal to be theirs, for them to benefit in terms of making the work easier. It's not just for NIS services, but it's how can we make the work or the access to NIS services easier to the stakeholder.
Right.
So we went through, I don't know, you'll stop me right now, but we went through 4 months of development, and now we're at the stage where we are ready to launch the application.
Ready to launch the application, Dwayne, and it is new, it's interactive, and it makes life, let me say, easy for the customers. It only shows how customer focused the company has taken itself into the new frontier. It's literally the emergence of modern technology with the whole concept of keeping the customer happy. Talk to us of some of those really exciting features that is available.
All right, so I was just getting into that. So basically, now the users now would be able to, the simplest of it is to be able to see a contribution online. So you'll be able to access it on any of your platforms, whether it's your desktop, your tablet, your phone, to be able to, you create an account, just as you go on a web portal and you create an account, and then you link your NIS number. So you can register. So no need to come into the office and register. You can register from your home. We have procedures to ensure that is actually you registering. As an employer, you can register as an employer. Now you can, as a user, you could take your phone up and say, listen, let me see if my employer paid for me, or let me see if I have enough contribution online for my pension. So as you plan for your pension, as you look and assess your financials, you could say, listen, yes, this is where my contribution is at. I'm missing a few months. You can lay and see, get a contribution statement, so you can see the history of your contribution to see that. So that, for the end user, that is critical. As an employer, you can submit your contribution online. So prior to that, we had a process which was pretty good, but we have stepped up the game so that the persons and the employer can now submit their contribution online, and it'll be real time. If there are any issues, just as how you got immediate feedback with our live chat, we would have the support team behind. So if there's a problem, immediately they will reach out to you to get that support. As relates to submitting your claims, now that is another major achievement where let's use an example, like you're sick, you go to the doctor now will have their portal. So very important, it will be no paperless. So you go to the doctor will sign on to the doctor's account, his or her account, and put in your NIS number. Your information relevant to will be displayed. The doctor will put in the information and post it. You will then automatically see it on your phone or your device, and then from the device, you can then post it to the employer and straight to us. Now, there's this issue of confidentiality where we're using the codes for the nature of sickness and all these sorts of issues. So the process of submitting your claim is excellent. Then you have the issue of it's basically the claims, and I think the importance of submitting all your claims online is one of the issues that one will help you automatically get your claim back quickly.
Expediting the process, embracing technology, and also the environment, Camille. I'm going to come back to you, Dwayne.
Yes, the claim
going green, paperless.
Totally paperless. So you go from the doctor to the employee to the employer to the NIS. No paper. It's faster. It's quicker. You can track your claims. So it adds so much more convenience to our employers, our doctors, our employees. No more paper to fill out, no more forms to fill out, because your information, as the IT manager said, once your NIS number is entered, will come up. All that needs to be added, the dates of your sick leave, and those basic things. You click, and it's gone, sent to the NIS, and it makes you receive your benefits in a much, much quicker time.
Expedited that process, and what it also does, it empowers the end user, the customer themselves, because you're empowered with your device in the palm of your hand. You can manage you can imagine Lisa doing, I'm sitting on the beach with an old friend having a drink, and you start thinking about plans for the future. When Dwayne and I get old, when Dwayne gets old, because I'm not getting old, I'm staying young forever, and you start, I wonder what's happening with my pension. And you don't longer, you just one stroke of it, and you have access to that information. But while we enjoy that, to that important point, because persons may probably ask themselves the issue of security. You did mention confidentiality, yes, but persons are thinking, given that I can have access to your platform on the go. Security. I know you've actually checked, you've sorted that out. Nothing to worry about, shall I say?
I would say there's nothing to worry about. No, if persons know me, I'm a security freak. Right? So when we were developing this application, a large portion of it was a discussion around security. So the implementation of it's a completely separate platform from where our database stays, and there is no interface, there is no direct link to our database. So the issue of someone trying to get from the web portal, get onto the database of the NIS would not be possible. And those are issues that we are that we spend a significant amount of time on, and we are confident that should not happen. However, what we continue to do is monitor it every time, because technology changes, persons get smarter. So we have a security team internally looking at it to make sure that each step of the way we are tightening up all our areas to avoid any sort of breaches of the system.
And folks, those of you that is on television, you have the luxury, we have the luxury of literally getting a new feel ahead of everybody in the lunch. You get a new look and feel as to what their new website is actually going to look like. Everything is there, the tabs, and so Dwayne, you probably just want to run through quickly in terms of what persons are seeing, especially Krista, if you can. If you could scroll the screen down so we can see that the green icon that we talked about, the live chat. It is right at the bottom. A little green tab at the bottom there. Right, thank you, Christopher. That's for the luxury of those of you that is viewing on television, wherever you are. That's the sort of frontier that the NIS is taking us to. Camille, I know I've seen you. You're beaming with pride. Dwayne is saying, yeah, I'm the man. I've done this right. And Camille is saying, thank you, Dwayne, for making my life so much easier dealing with Grenadians, right?
Yeah, but I just want to add, though, I mean, while I'm here and Ms. Camille is here is on this program, we must, the support of the persons internal, right? The staff that were involved in this process, a significant amount of work. I mean, I can speak specifically to my IT team, from the programmers, from the network persons, and then the other persons who have helped design the application. I mean, while I'm here and I'm the face of it, or Camille is the face of it, a lot of the work is done, hands-on work is actually done by the internal team. And I must say, hats off, the success of this is primarily due to the hard work.
Camille?
I'd also like to make a clarion call right now to all employees, employers. Please contact us. In order to set up your user account to use the portal, you must make sure you contact us with your email address and your cell phone number, and of course your NIS number. So you can WhatsApp us 403-7512-458-6060, or send an email to customer service at nisgrenada.org. You want to use the platform. You want to be able to just relax at your home, relax on the beach, and let me see if my employer is paying my NIS contributions. Let me see what they've been submitting for me, and go on to the NIS portal and check your contribution status at will. You want, when you go to the doctor, you don't have to remember to walk with a claim form. And this applies to all our benefits, whether it's a sickness benefit, maternity, employment injury, survivors, age. So even the benefits where a doctor is not involved. Of course, you want to claim your age pension. You over in Australia, no worries. You go onto the platform, you enter your information, you click submit, NIS receives it, and just like that, your claim can be processed. So it's for all benefits that the NIS offers. So we encourage you, contact us today. Your email address, your NIS number, your cell phone number, and you will be able to make use of all these conveniences that the NIS has made available.
Talk about the excitement team. There is also electronic payment, and Camille, that of compliance certificate request right there at a click.
Well, let me touch on the compliance certificate request, and the IT manager would touch on the e-payment. So if an employer needs a document to certify to whomever that they are compliant with the NIS, that too they can receive electronically. You go onto the platform, you enter your employer number, the name of your business, the person who is requesting it, and just like that, you request it and you get it immediately also.
Dwayne?
As it relates to the payments, I mean, we have looked at various options. What we are looking at now is the banks have the platform as relates to the transfer of payment. So you could, once you get onto our website, and you need to make a payment for your particular contribution, you would then be using the bank's portal. We are part of a pilot project of the ECCB with the Dcash, where persons will be able to pay NIS using the Dcash account. This is something that we are testing to make sure that it is working properly. But it's important to highlight that as we launch and with the features that we are launching, it is an ongoing. We'll be adding more and more features to the web portal. So it's not just what we're launching with, because when someone sits at home and they submit a claim, when you talk to customers, they want to submit a claim, then you get calls as to, where's my claim? Is it paid yet? Which is put in the bank? So we're trying to take that headache away from person. Person wants a pension paid. So we're trying to put alerts in each step of the way. So you get your email, you get a text saying, listen, it has been paid, it is sent to the bank, so you don't have to be calling there, you don't have to be worrying. And so the customer service experience would and supposed to significantly improve. But it's an ongoing initiative, and it's something that you will continue to see improvement and additional services.
And indeed, we look forward to that. Before we go, though, folks, I know there are persons that's probably thinking, we getting into the 21st century technology, but Camille, I know that you are reassuring them that while we are providing this new portal and website, you will still be there. Persons can still, if they need be, that they challenge for some for whatever reason, you still have the old-fashioned services would still be made available to them.
We are open from 7:30, so we're already open. From 7:30 to 4:30, Monday to Friday. Friday, we are available to serve you. We are also available on all the social media platforms. So you can still contact us on your Facebook, and even our seniors right now. I must give a shout out to all our pensioners. A very pleasant morning to you. And it's time to submit your life certificate. And we've made it easier for you. All you need to do is relax at home, do a video call on WhatsApp, and just like that, you can get your life certificates updated. We're still in the COVIDious period, so we need to keep safe. We need to continue remembering that we're not out of the woods yet. But if you need to visit the office, of course, we are open. We also have our sub-office in Grenville and in Carriacou that are open to serve the Grenadian public.
And your telephone number again, just to remind us as we wrap?
Well, our main number, 440-3309, and that number gives you access to all our offices, main office and our 2 sub-offices. Then we have our WhatsApp contact. If you want to contact customer service via WhatsApp, it's 458-6060. And if you want to contact public relations via WhatsApp, it's 403-7512. If you want to contact customer service directly also on your landline, it's 440-6647.
New interactive cutting-edge technology, the National Insurance Scheme, to advancing, of course, keeping you financially secure and advancing us in technology every way possible. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Camille. And remind you, folks, that launch takes place next week. It's been done virtually. That's on Tuesday, the 30th. Thanks, Camille. Public Relations Officer Dwayne Noel.
At 10 a.m.
At 10 a.m.
Via Zoom.
In the morning.
If you want the Zoom link, contact us. We send it to you. It's for the entire public. All those who want to join us, you are welcome.
Well, folks, Dwayne, I do apologize for waking you up. As a matter of fact, I'm not apologizing anyway. I'm just apologizing for waking Camille up that early. Anyway, folks, have a wonderful day. Keep doing what you're doing. All the best, team. Take care.
Thank you for having me.
Folks, it is 17 minutes onto the hour. We now link up with our folks, Junior Checkley. We're about to do webcam right here on GBN Television. Good morning, Grenada. Classic radio as well. GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Coughs and sneezes spread diseases, so cover coughs and sneezes, please. Not with a rag or bandana. They trap germs. When you use the rag again, you put germs on your hands and everything else you touch. When you cough or sneeze, cover your mouth and nose with tissue. Throw the tissue in a bin and wash your hands afterwards. If you don't have a tissue, cough into your sleeve or elbow. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers are also effective in cleaning hands.
Never be afraid, just call on his name. Life is no game.
Indeed, life is no game. The man Sanchez in the morning time never dissed the man. Well, it is Wednesday morning and we go heading on the outside just about now to join up. Good morning, Junior. How are you?
Good morning, Joseph. Good morning to all the listeners of GBN Radio, those on GBN TV. Welcome to this Wednesday morning traffic camp.
Well,
we are on the cliff.
I didn't need to ask you that. That's a spot I know all too well. Tell me, what's the traffic like out there this morning?
Joseph, there's a lot of traffic currently coming from the Calivini Main Road.
But explain for folk, because they've probably seen traffic coming from different direction, and to them it seems chaotic. So there's a number of adjoining roads that's there. So tell us. So tell me exactly where traffic is coming and going to.
You have the road coming from Manjaloo. Traffic's coming from Manjaloo. We also have traffic coming from Calivini. We have traffic coming from Woodlands, and then we have traffic coming down from Woburn.
Right. So that's the intersection there.
It could be chaotic on this time of the morning, but what we're asking motorists to do is to be considerate, especially for those vehicles that are coming out of Manjaloo. You can stop a bit and let them come out.
Well, it's interesting that you said it, because most of the drivers, it's interesting how drivers seem to have an appreciation and understanding of what's happening on the roads, because while they would, especially those coming from the Manjaloo area, the drivers seem to have an uncanny way, a really, really interesting way of interacting with each other. One would stop, just give each other a smile, they move on. That sort of thing, Junior.
No, but you see, Joseph, no one. To come out of Manjaloo, you have to keep poking out your head, pushing out your front for them to let you out. No one is just stopping to let you out.
So there's no mirror, nothing on the ground there?
No mirror. No mirror on the ground there.
Well, that I'm hoping that officials, they're hearing us. But certainly what we've seen, though, and I'm assuming, Junior, and I know that this is the regular flow of traffic in this area at this time of the day. It's a high traffic area.
At this time of the morning.
Folks, that's the flow of the traffic. And again, so you have up on the cliff, so those of you local, you know where the cliff is. So you have traffic that is coming from Manjaloo into the intersection. You have traffic that's coming from the Calivini, and that, Junior, is traffic that's coming as far as Grenville, isn't it?
it could be as far as St. Patrick's.
Right, well, true. But you find mostly along this route, and this is the Zone 2 route, so most of the buses that you're seeing, those are the Zone 2. But as you said, traffic, as Junior said, could be coming as far as St. Patrick, and traffic going now feeding into Tongue. So so Junior, let's just focus on the road at the Springs Road that takes us into Tongue, Grandance area.
Yes, you can enter Grandance area as well as you can go through Woodlands, and if you're going deep south, you can go through Woodlands.
Tell us about that alternative. So this is the road there that takes you through Woburn.
From Calavini, and you want to get into the south, you can either go through Woburn, or you can, there's a true alternative, go through Woburn, then you can also go down Toby, that's that byway that joins the cliff down to Woodlands by Grenada Distillers. Or you can drive all the way down and go down to Big Cross Road.
Right, and that by road, Junior, is not too far from where you are actually.
No, it's not too far.
It's not too far. So it takes you from the Springs, the road there, and it connects you right on just outside Grenada Distillers.
Yes.
The Woburn Road.
What I did it once already to bring you to the attention of the Ministry of Works. You see that the road that is start breaking off just after you pass Williams Corner coming up?
Yes.
What I recommended is that the Ministry of Works make that one-way traffic for light vehicles. All trucks should pass through Woburn, and you could use Toby Road as a by road to get down into Woodlands.
Okay, well that's true.
If that is less unattended, eventually something catastrophic could happen. The road could give way when a heavy truck passes in, and you know what could happen.
And that's the last thing that you want. Remind us though, the Woburn Road, where would the traffic exit for persons wanting to know?
Traffic exit in going down Toby?
No, not to Toby. If they take the Woburn option.
Yeah, if you take the Woburn option, you're ending up right in the Woodlands Junction. That's the crossroad to go down as far as where used to be once. I don't most people don't know this is what used to be the dump, but it's to go into Woodlands, Grandlands Valley.
Right. So it takes you away from all of this traffic, and that Woburn Road checkley in the morning time. The traffic is relatively much lighter.
Well, usually there's also traffic congestion right outside of Hubbards on the morning because of that intersection with Lansapine.
Right. But folks, this is what the road looks like this morning. We bring you live footage from the cliff. And you see that there is actually, this is a residential area, Junior. I'm not sure if you could navigate to show us how much well you can navigate. So there is an additional challenge. Tell us, Junior, that road takes you where? That's down to, what's that area down there?
That goes down to the McDonald's Children's Playground.
To the playground. That is correct. So you literally, that could be a real bottleneck. So there's traffic coming there as on the cliff. Again, as you can see, you have oncoming traffic from the Calavini area, and additionally to Junior, because on mornings we do tell folks about alternative routes. Traffic that's coming from, because we've said to individuals at times, if they come in from, in terms of avoiding Lucas Street and they're going to Grandance, we have said to them that they can use the Manjulu Road. And traffic coming from Calavini could also possibly be traffic that's probably coming through Marion via the St. Paul's option as well.
Yeah, but knowing the traffic conditions on both the Calavini Main Road and the St. Paul's Main Road at this time of the morning, I don't think it will make it any faster at this time of the morning. If you come into Calivini and you want to, because usually we have bottleneck on the Lotus Lane around this time of the morning. A lot of traffic coming up Marasil, traffic coming down White Gun, traffic coming up the lane, so there's a lot of traffic. So it's kind of difficult to navigate. The best thing drivers need to do is to leave home early. That's the best bet you have, to leave home early. So give yourself enough time to navigate through the traffic. So you would avoid road rage, avoid rushing. Because when we rush it, that's when accident happens.
Well, we're leaving the home early and we're leaving that conversation there for now, Junior. So, folks, that's Junior Checkley. That's traffic cam for Wednesday. And what you're seeing is live footage from the Cliff area.
Someone happy birthday. I'd like to say happy birthday to one of our loyal followers who was a faithful friend all the way in the States, to say happy birthday to her. And if anyone who's watching today celebrating birthday, happy birthday from all of us at GBN and Just Two Media.
Indeed. Thanks a lot, Checkley. All the best to you. Be safe on the road, comrade.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
It's just about 6 minutes in fact, onto the hour of 8 o'clock in the morning time. We're getting ready to leave you for now, but certainly, indeed, hoping you are, wishing you, if you celebrate it, have yourself a really, really, really wonderful day. You've earned the rights to celebrate, to dolls up, dukes up, look good, and go out, maybe comb your hair. Well, that's not for me, right? I was talking about comb your hair, brush your hair. That has nothing to do with me. I can't even pass. I don't even have hair in my face, much less. Anyway, folks, it's a wonderful, really, really, really wonderful day. Good morning to my old dear pal, Andre Jerome. To you, wherever you are, Lady Helen Elias Raymond, and my good girl that's locked in there from Mardi Gras, Hannah. Good morning to you, Grenada. Wherever you are, those of you that's online, indeed, it's a pleasure being here with you. Kipling, Yulin, Alexander, and the rest of the team, wherever you are, folks, have yourself a really, really wonderful morning. Reminding you at the top of the hour, we join the BBC for a bulletin of news, and I'll be back with you on television at 9 o'clock for To The Point. My guest this morning, the Minister with responsibility for climate change, Senator Simon Steele. Until then, so long, Grenada. JC loves you. Until